Libra, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are brand new to the channel, I am JT. Welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to say thanks for sticking with the community, okay? We're going to get into a general reading again, but before we do, I have your 3 poems from Haiku Corner. Okay, Libra, we're going to get into your reading. Keep in mind, this is just a general reading. If the energy fits, keep it. If it doesn't, let it go. No big deal. I'm not going to placate to the cards. I'm going to just try to tell you what I see in the cards. So if it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, leave it behind. Here's the download. We'll get the shuffle going and get started. This camera's going to bounce up and down trying to focus, but if you'd like to skip past this part and get straight to the reading, I understand. I just always try to remain, as open as I can, let you see. Transparency here. Libra, we're going to look at your present energy. We're going to take a look at your crossing challenge. We're going to look at the foundation. We're going to look at the recent past. We're going to look at the possibilities, the near future. We're going to look at the self, how you're showing up in this. We're going to look at the environment around you. We're going to take a look at the hopes, fears, wishes, and worries, and we'll end with the outcome and direction. I will clarify the cards along the way if I feel the need to do so. I'll show you the cards up close so you can see them as well. All right, here we go. Libra, let's take a look at your current energy right now. Current energy for Libra, the 7 of Wands, okay? I'm going to lay these out and we'll go over them. Crossing challenge, the 10 of Cups. The foundation card, the Hanged Man. Excuse me. The recent past, we have the Star. Possibilities, we have the 3 of Swords. In the near future, we have the Ace of Pentacles. In the self position, we have the 3 of Wands. In the environment around you, the 2 of Wands. Cliffhanger there. Hopes, fears, wishes, and worries, the 9 of Wands. And in the outcome and direction, we have the Queen of Cups. All right, Libra, let's get into your reading and find out what kind of energies are going to shake loose. I'm not going to tell you some story right off the bat. We're just going to go through the energies and let the story unfold. You're holding on to something. We have this wounded warrior energy, 7 of Wands, okay? So this could be like there was an unpreparedness. Something took place. This could be recent. I'm not sure. Your crossing challenge is the 10 of Cups. So perhaps this could be something like you're protecting your marriage. You're standing up for your marriage, or there could be something about your marriage that is in need of protection. This could be from outside influences or outside energies. It could be a third-party situation. I don't know right now. Without taking my focus away from you to look at these cards, but As I go, I think this is going to unfold for us. Like I said, your crossing challenge was a 10 of cups. So that is that happy life, happy home, happy husband, happy wife kind of energy, harmony, peace in the home, peace in the family, peace in the structure, whatever that may mean for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be children or anything like that involved, but whatever relationship you're in, whatever that consists of. So the wounded warrior, you're protecting something about that. We're going to find out what's going on here. In your foundation, you have the Hanged Man. So there's a purposeful hang on your part to withdraw, to pull back, to gain clarity, to get insight, to find out what is going on, Like I said, this could have been some news at some point. You do have the Star card in your recent past. I'll show you that. You have the Star card positioned in the recent past. So we could be talking about Aquarian energy, somebody who has Aquarius sign. Could be. Doesn't have to be, but could be. But it's like things in the past were going great. Everything was going smooth, right? And I feel like, everything was lined up. Everything was going perfectly. The 7 stars represent the chakra centers, right? There was a good balance of your spiritual life. There was a good balance in your, in your earthly realm here, right? And so I'm not sure what happened. So the possibilities shows up here with the 3 of Swords, the possibility of a broken heart here. Now, I'm wondering if maybe somebody is mentioning that, they're wanting to leave the relationship that you're in. This could be a scenario that you're putting off. This could be something you already know. And rightfully so, Libra, you're protecting that marriage, you're protecting that relationship, you're protecting something, but I feel like maybe there might be, that there might be some news that's really going to hit you in the heart space pretty good. This doesn't necessarily have to be relationship related. This could be the fact that maybe I do see in the near future there is this Ace of Pentacles energy, right? So this could be like an offering of work. This could also be an offering of another relationship, okay? It doesn't have to be, but it could be. But let's say if it was a job related, it would mean you would need to maybe move away from your family or to or at least you're taking a position where it keeps you away from your family, okay? And this could cause some situations in the heart space. This could cause a, for obvious reasons, right? The separateness of being away from your loved ones or something like that. Yeah. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to find out. But the Ace of Pentacles is a wonderful card. So it's a garden in the gate. It's a beautiful offering, divine offering. So I feel like there is definitely something in the works here for you in the near future when it talks about this Ace of Pentacles. So it's coin, finances or, health, wealth, stability, relationship related. I'm not sure. We're going to find out though. Okay, so moving over into the self, we have the 3 of Wands, okay? That's why I kind of feel like this may be job opportunities. This is an investment. You've actually made an investment in something and you're just kind of waiting to see if your ship's coming in, right? You're wanting to find out if this is going to pay off. The only thing that I feel like now in that situation, in the environment around you, you have the 2 of Pentacles, or the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands. So you kind of went backwards from the 3 down to the 2. So that kind of gives me an insight that says maybe there is definitely some kind of a, you're holding on, okay? And, oops, got the wrong card. But you're holding on. You see, this one that the man is putting up there, man, woman, it doesn't matter. That's saying, I'm about to make a plan. I'm looking out into the world. I have a vision, a goal, a dream, travel, whatever it is. I know where I'm going destination-wise. And then this fixed wand over here on this other side is suggestive of the fact that you have to move away from the things that you've already established, okay? This being your family life, this being your home life, this being that. But you went from, normally it's going from the 2 and you graduate to the 3, meaning this is what I've been thinking about doing and making a plan, setting a goal, setting a vision, a dream, whatever it is, manifesting that. This is actually taking the action on it. So this could have been a situation where you took some action on it, but you just kind of pulled back, okay? or perhaps maybe you looked into this travel, you looked into this and you're not so sure. So there's something keeping you at home. There's something keeping you afraid to maybe make that next step forward, to look back, which is okay. It makes sense because you did have the Hanged Man, and it's sitting right on top of the Hanged Man in that position, okay? So it kind of tells me that maybe you kind of pulled back at one time there, or this could be like, coming up or in the recent past, maybe. I kind of feel like you kind of took some time to pull back and really study about this situation. And that kind of tells me that pulling back, going from the 3 down to the 2. Okay. Now, in the hopes, fears, wishes, and worries, there is the wounded soldier again here in this situation. We started off with your energy being the 7 of Wands, right? And it's graduated again to the 9. So there's something really burdening you. I mean, there's something troubling you about, I don't know if this is a husband or a wife who has to travel. This is a boyfriend, a girlfriend. This could be same sex. It doesn't matter. Wife's traveling, a husband's traveling, whatever it means for you. But I feel like this is really, I feel like there is a situation where you have to trust the universe, that it's like, maybe you're being put in a position where you have to do this, or you have to do this, and it's really just going to be sad for the heart, okay? I think deep down the outcome, and intuitively speaking, the Queen of Cups shows up to say there's ebb and flow, okay? Look at that robe. It's adorned with the appearance of ebb and flow of water, okay? So be like the water, the ebb and flow, maneuver, and it's relaxed, calm down, calm into this situation. I feel like this is something you guys know. I say you guys, wherever this is, I feel like that this is almost confirmation for somebody. This is pretty specific to a particular person or persons in the Libra community, but I feel like there's a big decision, and I can so understand. I hated to be away from my family, when I was in the work field trying to work, and it's crushing, to the soul. You miss out on a lot of things. And I feel like that's the kind of energy here. It's just kind of sad, but yet, it's beneficial. There is the Ace of Pentacles in the near future. So it does pay off, whatever that means for you. This is a payoff. Okay. This is divine. And I do feel like this is, in other words, I'm a very spiritually guided person. I'm a very, energetically guided person. So I feel like there are angels touching this, okay, is what I'm getting at. I don't know if you believe in angels or if you believe in higher spirit, higher power, whatever that means for you, but I do feel like this is something that is not, this is a learning lesson for the whole family, okay? That absence makes the heart grow fonder, that old saying, and I know that's not, for some people that they don't like that, but I'm just saying, I do feel like this is a situation where it's going to pay off. There's going to be benefits of doing this, that garden and the gate, So the work being the garden, you have to work at the garden, the gate being, the eventual seed that produces its fruit, you finally get your gate. So it could be working towards a dream, working towards a home, something like that. So I'd like to clarify, Libra, for you, this 10 of Cups, the outcome, the 10 of Cups, okay? Let's clarify this 10 of Cups for Libra. What is this? What is this for them? Yeah, it's complete balance, okay? I feel like this is so, I'm just getting goosebumps almost. It's like I feel like this is the whole family decision, making a decision. Somebody's having to travel to do their work or whatever, and it's just, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a job, but look, it's a give and take. There's balance. There's receiving and there's giving on both sides of that with the 6 of Pentacles. And the reward is that, there is a giving and a receiving. So I feel like once this Ace of Pentacles pays off, and it's in the near future coming up. So I feel like you will finally be in the seat to also give back. So this is a beautiful lesson for whomever this is for. I feel like this has a very feminine touch to it. It doesn't have to be. This could be a masculine reading as well, but I really do feel like this is kind of a feminine touch. It's it's a wife, a mother, or a, you know, a beautiful wife without children, whatever it is. But just knowing that they have to let go. And it's kind of like, you know, it makes me sad to my heart. They're going to miss them, you know. So make love, make a lot of love, hug a lot, you know. Make sure you guys text, communicate, stay in touch, whatever it is you got to do, chat, um, you know, just to show your faces to each other as much as you possibly can. My heart's with you, Libra. I love you so very much. That is so beautiful. I feel very privileged to have that. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it's confirmation. I hope it meets you in peace, Libra. I really do. I hope it meets you in peace. I love you so very much. I appreciate you for being here, and I hope you return, okay? All right. Bye.